here because we're trying to break that here.
It's not too often you can use the term legend, but I feel fully justified today. I'm here with the most capped player in England's footballing history, the legendary goalkeeper and quick-step king, Peter Shilton. Now Peter, it's a cold Monday afternoon. Why don't you just let us know what you're doing here today?
Well, it's a good job we're indoors today because it is quite cold and wet outside, but I'm here to represent England as manager in a five-a-side tournament with amateur players, which was organised by the Holiday Inn, which is a great idea for them to promote their new range of hotels which are out at the moment. And obviously it's a chance for England to gain some revenge from the World Cup in the summer in South Africa and give an opportunity really for amateur players to have a dream of a lifetime.
All right, now speaking of getting a bit of revenge, I mean, I saw you there on the sidelines. You look like you'd never lost any of the passion. And looking at the players on the pitch, it was just as intense as watching any England-Germany clash. Did you view today as a chance to get a bit of payback, get a bit of revenge, one over on Germany?
Of course, yeah. I mean, there's a trophy at stake, and you always want to win a trophy. And at whatever level you play at, you want to try and beat the Germans when you play against them. But I think the main thing about today was, and I told the boys, was as long as they give 100%. I hadn't met them till today, didn't know how good they were, or we didn't know how good the Germans were, so we're all batting in the dark, so to speak. But certainly from my point of view, as long as they really enjoyed the game and gave 100%, I said to them, if you give 100% and you give it everything you've got, you can't ask for any more than that. And the main thing for them was to enjoy it and have a good time.
All right, quickly before you nip off, it wouldn't be fair not to ask you about your recent Strictly Come Dancing foray. Enjoyable experience?
Very much so. I mean, I loved every minute of it. It was a challenge. The training every day was great because I was back to doing what I'd done for 30 years. The challenge of going out there in a live audience and performing was great. I was starting from a base of really no experience, even acting experience, and I think you need that when you're dancing. You need to be able to perform, and that's something you try and learn. And I tried to learn very quickly against, I think, quite a high standard this year in Strictly Come Dancing. And I thought I did quite a good quick step, as you mentioned earlier on in your interview. I just thought I was getting the ballroom going, that suited me. But then I got the Charleston, which wasn't the dance for me. And I didn't actually perform it as well as I could. And I just wanted to hang on in there that week and get into the ballroom again. But unfortunately, I got voted out. And
we did mention your quick step, 29 out of 40, that is, no mean feat. Do you think your experience as a goalkeeper helped with your footwork at all?
It's something, goalkeeping I think was totally against what dancing is all about, because in goal you've got to get hunched, you've got to get compact, you've got to get your fingers open, you've got to stretch for the ball, and especially in ballroom you've got to get your head back, your frame out, you've got to get your fingers together. It's all totally different. So goalkeeping never helped me one little bit with the dancing side. Maybe the footwork wasn't too bad. Like I say, there's a lot of getting on your toes and what they call rise and fall. It's very technical, and that's the side I quite enjoy because goalkeeping is technical as well. And
lastly, you've obviously had some experiences. You've had a stellar career. I mean, 2 European Cups. You've played in 3 World Cups, spanning 31 years. You've played over 1,000 games. Captained your country. You're involved in the most famous incident in football in history, the Hand of God.
Yeah.
How does today's experience compare with them?
Well, it's football, isn't it? And any level of football, it's a great game, football, and it's great to see amateur players really giving everything they've got. And I love it, and I love managing and standing on the side in games. I mean, I did have a spelling management for a few years at Plymouth, and I loved every minute of it. And it's probably something that I've always missed a little bit because I never got back into it. So today gave me a little taster again. And
have you got the bug back? Are you going to be back in management?
Well, you never know, do you? I mean, yeah, we didn't get the right result today to promote that, but the performance was there and the effort was there, and I think the lads gave it everything they got.
You enjoyed a great career as a player yourself. Is this experience up there?
Yes, of course, but I have to say that it's just football is just all about fun, and this is what my job is about.
You played in the World Cup final, you scored the winner in the European Cup final as well for Germany, as well as winning the European Cup for Hamburg and winning 3 Bundesligas. What's your personal highlight of your career?
Ja, mein größtes Highlight war sicherlich.
Highlight was, of course, winning the European Championship, and then again in 1983 winning the European Cup final with Hamburg. I can remember my first game or match in the Bundesliga with Rot-Weiß Essen. They actually won 2-1, and he scored both goals. I never thought that such a big career would come out of it.
And we've heard you were known as the Giraffe and the Monster and the Header Beast during your career. Have those nicknames stuck, and are you happy to have been called them?
Gut, am Anfang hat es mich, muss ich sagen, ein bisschen gestört, aber im Nachhinein.
In the first place, I wasn't very happy with it, but then again, now it's become some sort of brand name, and it's worldwide known, and this is really something to be proud of.
Das zeigt auch, was ich geleistet habe und was ich getan habe, dass Leute es anerkannt haben.
In England, we regard the England-Germany rivalry as very special and very traditional. Is it the same over in Germany, or because you keep winning so easily, is it less important?
Nein, es ist genauso wichtig. Das muss man halt einfach wissen. Und
it's as important for the Germans as it is for the English. Of course, it's very fun. It's fun to win against England, but yeah, it's always on a very, very high level, and that's what football is all about.
Es ist auf einem Top-Niveau, deswegen freuen wir uns immer, wenn diese Spiele stattfinden.
And just finally, we know you've managed clubs in your native Germany and in Belgium as well, Standard Liège. Do you think you'll ever come over and manage in the Premier League in England?
No, das kann ich mir nicht vorstellen. Nein.
I say no, because he's found his dream job already, and he's managing the youth teams of the German national squad, and that's what he loves to do, and he wouldn't want to quit it.
Well, thank you very much, Horst, and well done today.
Thank you.